Hello YouTube! We are the Nerdy Tribunal. My name is Derek. Victor is here. Ernest is here. Tom's angrily here. Today we're going to talk about...
What are you talking about?
Oh!
Yeah.
No, we're talking about the Venom trailer. Well, I guess we'll call it a trailer. It's like a teaser trailer? A teaser, maybe? The Venom teaser video trailer thingy. For the Venom standalone movie. So, if you haven't heard already, Venom is getting a standalone movie. I don't know why. But he's getting one, and played by Tom Hardy. And to my knowledge, I'm really behind on my homework, it's a video of Tom Hardy holding a notebook.
And
riding a bike, okay. Anything else?
And doing a CT scan.
And doing a CT scan.
And losing his shit.
And losing his shit.
And you see the stuff.
Do we see the Venom symbiote?
We see it in
We don't see
container.
anything.
Huh?
It's in a container.
Okay, but it's not on anyone?
No.
And transformed anyone yet?
No.
All right,
Not even as like
for
Venom.
those who didn't know, the Venom symbiote is basically what makes Eddie Brock Venom. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. All right, so I got that right. All right, so Tom, so what happened in this trailer? I asked you that question earlier. What did you say?
Nothing.
Exactly. So with this nothing trailer, what can we expect? It's like
We can expect that it's not connected to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
At least directly.
Yeah.
Because Spider-Man's in New York.
Mm-hmm.
We see the Golden Gate Bridge. This is in San Fran.
Thank you.
There has been rumors that Tom Holland might be in the movie. Rumors.
I think the rumors because he showed up to set or something. I don't even know.
Something
But
like
it wasn't. He didn't film anything.
I can see that happening. It could be one of the end credits scenes.
He just walks by.
Basically, he was walking by going to school, and then you have Eddie Brock sitting there, and then he just does this thing, right?
They kind of said, oh, maybe there could be a school trip or something, and
To
they went to San Fran.
He is
That's
a baller
big
school.
ass school trip.
He goes to a super smart kids school, so they probably have more funding. And he's probably getting funded by Tony Stark. Besides the point, so we don't, it's not likely to tie into directly and immediately tie into the Spider-Man movie or universe, right? Spider-Man movie himself.
So basically from the trailers, some people kind of did a little digging, zooming in on certain scenes and whatnot. The only thing they can kind of find is one of the clipboards said Life Foundation on it or something.
Okay.
And that ties into the whole Lethal Enforcer storyline in comics. It's basically Venom going around cleaning up, basically trying to capture all these other symbiotes.
Okay.
So it sounds like what they're going to do is Life Foundation is going to be making all these symbiotes for some weird reason or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And
Breaks free, maybe.
Yeah, and then he's basically going to go around with Venom and capture all of them. And rumors of maybe Carnage showing up at the very end.
And for those who don't know who Carnage, can someone quickly explain?
Carnage is a crazy version of Venom.
Crazy
He's the red one because basically they attach themselves to the host. So Venom attaches to Eddie Brock.
Yeah.
And Carnage
touches
attaches to Cletus
Cassidy. Yeah.
Who is crazy.
Well, basically, the Venom symbiote basically gave birth to another symbiote, which was the Carnage one.
Okay.
And the thing about symbiotes is they're not intentionally bad. They just basically become one with their host, right? So if you're attached to a psychomaniac killer, it's going to become that.
Okay. Right. So just from my memory, the Venom symbiote or the symbiote is an alien thing.
From space.
It's a life form, actually, right? And in the original movies, because I guess not everyone watched the cartoons or reads the comics, but probably remember seeing it in Spider-Man 3?
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Topher Grace.
Topher Grace, thank you. Bad casting choice.
He wasn't worse. It was writing.
Just wasn't
I think
good.
It's the writing.
It's just remember Eddie Brock from the cartoons.
menacing.
So I grew up watching Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man on cartoons, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called, the Amazing Spider-Man? Or just Spider-Man? Anyways, the cartoon, and Eddie Brock was basically Tom Hardy,
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar for the wrestling reference, right? This guy was jacked, and he was angry, and then you have Topher Grace from that 70s show.
He was angry.
He was angry
From
little.
Red kicking his ass.
Yeah. So he called a dumbass all the time. But just bad casting. So that's why I think Tom Hardy is a great choice for casting.
He
He fits the one that I remember at least, right? And so sorry, that totally went off topic. I was just trying to talk about the Venom symbiote. It's this alien life form that comes from space, and it binds itself to a host.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's what I call
giving the
whole symbiotic relationship.
fair enough,
Right? So.
and gives the host like superpowers, like or like enhanced abilities. Like
It's
what does it?
essentially Spider-Man's powers, but a little bit more stuff.
It only got the Spider-Man powers because it bonded with Peter Parker in the first place in the comics.
Oh, okay.
Normally, they wouldn't have the Spider power, right?
Okay.
But the problem is, are they going to change that?
Well, he
That
can
doesn't make sense.
basically with a symbiote, you have the ability to kind of change your appearance. Like it can actually change your face, and
Okay.
like clothing and everything, and super endurance, superhuman strength, and you can basically form weapons from the suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Turn it into a giant.
So that's what the symbiote does, because I think that's very
Basically,
important.
yes.
Because a lot of people don't know the character.
it got the whole spider powers from Peter Parker.
Okay.
That's why.
Because in the third original Tobey Maguire one, he did get it. He does a super emo dance.
Oh God, no.
It's still so good.
Yeah, that one. Everyone loves that one. He does that one, and then it leaves his body, and then goes find Topher Grace.
Yeah.
So, so how do you guys think that's going to incorporate this time? Like, without that, like let's say don't follow the storyline of Peter Parker needs to touch it before he gets the powers. Like, is it just going to latch onto it?
No, you can take away the whole spider powers. He's still powerful in his own entity,
Yeah.
but I don't think they're going to be going with the whole. Either it's going to be from space like the comics, or it's going to be some kind of man-made.
Regardless, it still would work as a Venom. It doesn't matter where it's from, right?
So,
the spider powers, really all it was what, climbing walls and web, right?
Well, you can climb walls with a symbiote.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
you can
It
climb
just
the walls
does
with
the
yeah.
spider
so technically he could like
powers.
mimic. If
still
he saw
running.
Spider-Man, and say, "Oh, I feel like doing that," so symbiote will allow him to do that with the like.
Because technically, the only thing that's really same as Spider-Man is the webs.
Yeah, I guess you
don't
learn
really
the
need
weapon
that.
from Spider-Man, but other than that, he can make his own little like vines or tendrils, whatever.
Yeah.
to
Okay.
grab him.
So
So it's almost like whatever you can imagine or think of.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sounds like Green
we
Lantern.
probably just won't see him swinging on a web across the city, right?
Yeah. Fair
That's
enough.
it.
Okay.
And it's San Fran, it's not New York, so what are you
So-
swinging on?
So this movie's about, and Venom, for the most part, is a villain to Spider-Man. From my understanding, he's not technically
The one
like
thing
storylines have
See,
changed.
the thing that doesn't make sense to me is they're calling this a horror movie.
All right, sure thing, boss.
It could be. I don't. It's hard to tell, right? We haven't seen anything.
If Tom Hardy was such a beautiful man, I would probably just make some sort of cheap reference.
I don't
No
know, just-
Hemsworth though.
He's still a beautiful guy.
Not a Chris.
He's a pretty guy.
It's not
I still like
maybe it was a Chris Hardy or something. He might be more.
Well, then he'd be more famous. So, like, no. Isn't that a wrestler?
Don't
No.
know.
With the Hardy brothers?
No, it's Jeff and Matt.
Ah, that's Matt Hardy.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like their dumb brother that never made it. Anyway, sorry.
Also
Back on topic. It's a villain movie, so it's gonna be a horror movie. It's a maybe loosely tied to the
Yeah.
horror theme.
I
like,
think-
how does this work?
It'd be
Have we
like-
ever got a bad guy movie before?
It'd be like an anti-hero kind of thing. I guess you can't really say it's a villain, but you can't really say
Venom's
it's
not really a villain though,
I know that
in
story.
a traditional villain sense.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
how about in this? Okay, in the Spider-Man comics when he was first introduced, was he a villain? Yes or no?
He's a villain
He
to
started-
Spider-Man.
He started off as
Villain, and then only throughout story writing through over time, he's become something different, like slightly different.
One thing, he's like the whole Deadpool thing where he's kind of sitting in a line. He's not good or bad.
Yeah.
Just whatever kind of benefits
Because
him.
He's just revengeful.
typically when you think about a villain, they're usually trying to do bad things.
Yeah.
Eddie Brock against Spider-Man is because he has his vendetta
It's a
against
vendetta. Okay.
Peter Parker.
But isn't
he's
that
not
like
going out to wreak havoc.
Isn't there a lot of like thematically for Spider-Man and the more of the I won't say lower level, but the city level bad guys that aren't like the big guys like Doctor Doom or like
All
like
Spider-Man's villains are like street level.
street level thugs,
But
right?
you-
not thugs per se. That's probably pretty mean, but
They're
like
not super villains. They're like
yeah.
just
So
villains.
like it wouldn't make they wouldn't be trying to like take over the world or just in big like they would have their aspirations are
petty crimes.
not probably above petty crime, but like stuff like that, right? Like
Yeah.
like does it does that make it him an anti-hero? Like I don't know enough about
I
Venom,
just
right?
think like when you look at other villains for Spider-Man, you look at let's say Dr. Octopus.
Yeah.
He isn't just doing things for his, to get back at Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's actually trying to.
They're not truly
he's-
evil or sadistic,
but
right?
they're doing bad things. Like
Yeah.
they're actually villains, right?
Yeah.
They're never really doing good things.
Yeah, they're not.
The Venom technically can't. All he really wants to do, if we're talking about Spider-Man, is to stop Spider-Man.
His revenge.
His revenge.
Okay.
But he's not going out like trying to.
But in the Spider-Man world, are there any characters that aren't like that? That aren't like this? How they're doing something, and it makes sense, right? Like what I'm trying to get at is Deadpool is a anti-hero, like its best definition, right? How does does Venom fall in that exact same definition, or is he
No.
just like he's just not a super duper bad guy,
He's
right?
not super. I would say
Right?
he's in between villain and anti-hero. There's a weird.
Yeah,
So he's like a Killmonger.
No, I would still say he's anti-hero.
yeah.
No, because he basically is out to get Spider-Man, but in many times he has done good. He's saved people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to put him on the same level as, let's say, a Deadpool, because Deadpool.
These are the people.
Yeah, but like someone like a Deadpool, even Wolverine. Like if you think about comics, not the movies, right?
Yeah.
It's very all about himself, but he's not going out to murder people or
Yeah.
steal and stuff. He does do good more than he does bad.
Okay.
But you can't really say what was out to do bad. He's
So-
just out more for himself, but he's done
Yeah.
mostly good.
So
Yeah,
while,
mostly good.
Yeah, so
but-
what I was trying to get at is like, what's this movie about? Like, if it's a horror movie, but he's not an actual villain. So he's not. So if he's doing a horror movie, he's doing run around, can't really murder
See, that's
people.
no one knows what this movie is about.
Right,
I
like-
honestly think he's going to be the hero. They're just using a villain, right, quote unquote villain,
Yeah.
as the title, but he's going to be the hero. There's
It's like
no.
Spawn.
It's like Spawn, exactly like Spawn.
Spawn's supposed to be like a bad guy, but he just do good things.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they're
So I'm
just rewriting it so he's
yeah,
gonna be
I'm just
good.
really confused on where this movie could go because like if he's going to be introduced in the Spider-Man movies, he has to be like a villain, a main villain, because you're not going to make a whole movie about some dude just to have him appear and be a menace to Spider-Man.
Welcome to Sony.
And
Fair enough.
like if he gets connected to Spider-Man, I think Marvel Studios would be involved at some point.
Like, I would hate to see a Spider-Man Venom movie to fight Carnage. I think that might be something that could...
Carnage would be awesome.
That's
Like-
possible too, because
I think that is a storyline, probably.
Yeah,
I'm
Maximum
guessing.
Carnage,
Yeah.
yeah.
in other comics, like Venom becomes like, let's say, what's his face, Agent Venom. So like they,
But that's not Eddie Brock.
yeah, it's not Eddie Brock, but you know,
But even now, like in the
They don't
comics
have
now,
to
He's
follow
Eddie Brock-
anti-Venom, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Eddie Brock's a good guy now.
Yeah.
In the comics.
yeah.
Right. So like I don't like just because what I've seen in the past and what I know, I just want to keep Venom as the bad guy, right? Like I don't want to see another
I
anti-hero
think you gotta
movie.
start him as a bad guy.
Yeah, but like this movie doesn't seem like he's gonna walk around punching people and
It's
murdering
because
them.
there's no
Like,
time to
No, no.
Spider-Man, you
When-
can't really put him into that place. You kind
Yeah.
of just like, oh, here is this guy.
When
Yeah.
we're talking about horror, I'm seeing it as if we're doing that storyline where he's hunting symbiotes.
Yeah, which is what
Symbiotes.
they were trying to do.
So
Lethal
it's like-
Enforcer, right?
Yeah.
He's gonna look for it, and it's gonna be that horror factor where,
Pop up like
Yeah.
yeah,
it's
the
kinda
shock
like-
factor, right?
yeah.
I don't know.
in
I
that
just,
sense, not he's the one.
I
causing
just
horror.
don't want him entering the Spider-Man movie as already someone's like, oh man, I'm rooting for him and stuff like that, right? I'm like, no man, I want him to come off as evil, man. Like actually, at first, like just like, oh man, this guy's just like, oh man, he's so petty's not the word, but like he's so revengeful. He's so much vengeance, right? Like I want that's the Venom I kind of liked.
Yeah.
I just don't want him to lose it in its own movie.
I don't.
Right? Like,
I don't
lose
think
all of
we're
that.
ever going to get
Nah.
that original
If they
Venom
cancel,
Spider-Man thing.
if they toss this one into the fire, then maybe
yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know. It just
I think it's gonna be he's the hero.
Mhm.
He may be like a criminal
yeah,
or whatever he is, and then he becomes a Venom.
yeah.
And then if they ever meet Spider-Man, it's going to be like he's also
They have a
good
shared
guy.
interest. They'll have
Yeah.
a shared interest,
Yeah.
right? And maybe that's where they spawn this weird,
because
like
I don't think
rivalry or
Spider-Man's going to be a
vengeance.
part of this at all.
Yeah, because I can't see a way
Really
tying
hope
it in,
not.
keeping him a good guy, or sorry, keeping him a bad guy, but not really, or keeping him a good guy but not really, and then tying him some sort of vendetta, like the original story of vendetta towards Spider-Man. Like it's just
Or-
the math doesn't add up to me. I'm not smart about this stuff, so I don't know.
Or I can see it where, let's say they put Venom with Spider-Man now.
Mhm.
Let's say it's Tom Holland. We're going to use the ones that are, cast.
Yeah,
It's going to be, let's say they meet each other,
Mhm.
and Eddie Brock, maybe Venom leaves him
yeah,
for whatever reason,
yeah,
binds with another person, let's say a Flash Thompson
yeah,
or whoever,
yeah.
and then that person has an issue with
Okay, they can change it up a bit.
Spider-Man.
Okay.
Change it up a bit. It works.
Yep.
You can leave Eddie Brock as the good guy
Yeah.
because that's what they set him as, and it's those two trying to get the Venom back.
Okay.
So you can still have that dynamic of Venom fighting Spider-Man. You just won't have Eddie Brock tied to that.
Okay. That sounds more believable.
Yeah, but then no Flash Thompson from Homecoming.
It's just I just threw a name because
Yeah.
he was Venom
Yeah.
at one point. It could be anyone really.
So there are options. Okay, so that's good to hear. So why don't you guys let us know what you feel that Venom movie is going to turn into? You know, something great, dumpster fire, somewhere in between that.
Shit.
Like,
don't know.
I don't
Hoping
know.
it's good.
I'm hoping it's something.
lot
So,
of hope.
so let us know. Comments below. Please like our video, subscribe to our channel, and follow us on social media. And thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.